where you are? You're on the East Side Dave Show, baby! You're going down!
That's right. Here we are. Welcome to another edition of the East Side Game Show with Roy Harter, Enterprise Series by 65. Now, we got a busy show. I'm not taking any more time, wasting any more time with this introduction. We are going to go straight to the master of ceremonies right now, Mr. East Side David McDonald.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Roy Harter. Where's my fucking applause from the goddamn studio guy? Oh, shit. Not tonight,
Dave. East Side Dave.
Not
East Side
tonight,
Dave.
you two fucking scumbags. Robert and Andrew, make sure tonight you got raucous enthusiasm. You understand me?
Sorry, Dave. There was a Skype delay earlier.
Don't you worry about it, Robert. You look great. You're doing a great job. Andrew, you look fantastic. You look better than ever. Roy Harter, the mustache. The fucking mustache, Daddy. Come on. You look unbelievable. This is working for me. You definitely look like you could be in the Pogues or some kind of fucking band. Dropkick Murphys doing an accordion. I don't know.
I'm trying something a little different. I put it in some, it's called secondary wax in right before the show. It probably looks like I got some clumps still stuck in there, but it's coming out pretty good.
It looks good. Don't shit on it. It looks fantastic. Now listen.
It's a convenient excuse to cover up your cocaine, Roy.
We're going to be putting. Now we're going to be putting a couple of one entity and one individual on the Shizer List in very significant ways. Okay, and one of the people I plugged it on the Twitter, so we're just going to talk about it, not completely right now. We're going to do it later. But Chris Stanley, who I'm taking away the name Pepper, since I used to call him that, and I'm now just going to call him Big Shot because the Big Shot can never get back to me. He can't return texts. He doesn't reply to business fucking texts or emails when I've asked him. And I just got some guy on Instagram who goes, Davey Mac, don't do this. Don't go after Pepper, man. He has stood behind you. So he hasn't. You can't stand behind someone publicly on the radio, okay, and say, I love East Side Dave. But then when said East Side Dave contacts you, not once, not twice, but 3 separate times since April to do his show or to do something, to do business, to actually come together for you, the fans, the viewers, the listeners, to come together for business. And 3 out of 3 fucking times, he's ignoring me. I said I was going to talk about this later on in the show. Apparently, I'm talking about it right now. And I'm furious.
Fuck him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris
I wanted to do this later.
Chris is fat. Chris is fat.
Chris is fat. What a goddamn shit. All right, listen. I want to do this later. But the point is, that guy on Instagram irritated me because he's like, he stood by you every. How?
You know who stood by you, David? You know
Roy
who stood
fucking
by you?
Harter.
Yes, he stood by you.
Roy Harter. I know it. Robert fucking the goddamn Tamburo. Even though he's aggravating. And he's upsetting. And
That's
you would
just my
think he would
personality,
give
Dave.
himself applause.
That's my personality.
Think we fucking Drew, we need the goddamn applause sign back. Because I'm trying to give Robert a shout out and for him to get applause. And then they don't applause. And no stood by me, fucking Andrew Gold. Stood by me with a goddamn camera in the bathroom while I was taking a leak. And then he put all the goddamn pictures on OnlyFans. You know, under the account, Eastside Dave's Red Dick _69. And so Andrew stood by me. I just wish he didn't take the pictures without my permission and uploading them to OnlyFans, Andrew. Yep. Okay, next. Drew and Garrett. They stood by me. Look at them. Look how handsome.
I left for a few years, Dave.
Oh, you didn't leave my goddamn heart, baby.
Love you.
You didn't leave this, daddy. And let me tell you someone else. Ron Bennington has stood by. During this whole entire controversy, I've had secret communications. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it private, but I've had secret communications. Okay? That's who stands by me. Not the guy who publicly says, I love Eastside Dave, and my dad dies and I don't get a goddamn fucking text. My dad dies at the height of the pandemic in April 2020, and he doesn't give me a fucking text until Ron guilted him 9 days later. Remember that?
I do, David. That was terrible.
Or how about the, you know what? We're going to do it now, apparently. Okay? But I'm on a roll, Roy Harter. You can't blame me, right? We might as well do it now.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's show the evidence. April of this year, I text Earl and Pepper, Chris Big Shot Stanley, who wants to do the ESDS, Eastside Dave Show, on April 27th. Pepper, Earl, God bless both of you. Hashtag love.
Nice touch.
God bless both of you. Hashtag love.
That's nice. I like that.
I get nothing from Earl and nothing from Pepper. Zero. No fuck. By the way, Sirius XM people,
smells.
not Ronnie B.
Pepper smells. Pepper smells.
Sirius XM on-air talent, not Ron, not Fez, not Gail, whatever. But there's a disturbing trend where these Sirius XM, some of them, whether they're producers or on-air talent, they think that Sirius XM is the only audio platform in the fucking world. They think that Sirius XM is it. And if you're not somehow in Sirius XM, you don't exist. That is such utter bullshit, and it's actually you deluding yourselves with podcasts, with compound media, with AM and FM fucking radio. Sirius XM ain't the only goddamn game in town. So if
get YouTube, Dave.
And if someone from outside Sirius XM tries to fucking get you on their show, this is a business transaction we're having here. Okay?
Yeah. Big money.
That's number one. Number two is this one. Well, actually, take this away for a second, Drew. I'll get back to this in 2 seconds. Number two, you're going to hear it right now. After I realized that when I die, which will be soon, all of my Davey Mac sports programs and the Watchers and the Eastside Davidson wrestling shows, all of those podcasts would actually disappear because I pay Libsyn on a monthly basis to keep them up, right? But then I realized, holy shit, Libsyn just got a new feature where you can upload every podcast to YouTube, which I did. Eastside Dave TV. It's every Davey Mac sports program, every Watchers, every Eastside Davidson wrestling show, right? Based on this, people said, holy shit, do I miss the fuck out of the Davey Mac sports program? Do I miss this? Do I miss? So 2 months ago, I reached out to Pepper. I said, would you be interested in doing a Davey Mac sports program? Maybe we do it on Patreon. Maybe we do it once over on Compound Media. Maybe we do it just for YouTube. Who knows? Do I hear anything back from him, Roy? Nothing.
I'm going to go no.
Zero. I hear nothing back. How about some kind of chant, Robert and Andrew, for that? Because that was rude.
Pepper has an ego. Pepper has an ego. Pepper has an ego.
I mean, I don't know him to be a bird collector. Pepper has an eagle?
Ego.
Okay. All right. Sorry. My mistake. Because that guy, by the way, amongst his many attributes, mean to animals. So that's why I knew he wouldn't fucking have an eagle.
Pepper kicks dogs. Pepper kicks dogs.
Allegedly,
Pepper
Robert. You
kicks
better
dogs.
say allegedly on that.
Allegedly.
I think he's got a cock, too.
So, I asked him. All the fans are like, we missed the Davey Mac Sports Program. We missed the Davey Mac Sports Program. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. There's a clamoring for it. I reach out to the guy. He never gets back to me again.
Oh, fuck him.
I threw a big, listen, Dave, full disclosure, I too reached out to Pepper, and I got a response. But not until I threw some big numbers out in front of him. And his big number, after I put out the big numbers, his response was he doesn't believe me, and that was the end of it.
What were the big numbers? What were the big numbers?
I said we could probably pull 4 to 6 million, pick up the nostalgia, end of summer nostalgia scene. He wasn't buying
4 to 6 million. The Davey Mac Sports program, if we did a reunion, we'd get 4 to 6 million people downloading it.
For the Eagles. The Eagles did it, so did the fucking Who.
I know. That's fine.
Roy has a point.
I like how you dream, Roy. Roy, here's the thing. I like how you dream. That's positivity. I'm trying to bring positivity. Here's the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not going after Chris Big Shot Stanley. People need to know these things because it's insanely unprofessional. Does he think that I'm some fucking Sirius XM intern? Or even a fucking producer? I'm not. I'm a very legitimate broadcasting fucking professional, an entertainer, and
Dave
radio
wins again.
broadcaster.
Dave wins again.
And if I'm,
Dave wins again. Dave wins again.
And if I'm asking you for something about like this, it's to my benefit. It's to your benefit too. You're a part of it. If we can fucking make money off it, you're gonna be a part of it. And yet nothing. Finally, we got a word. I got a DM out of the blue from Tommy Cheeseballs. Now you ask, who's Tommy Cheeseballs? Or is it not the Tommy Cheeseballs?
Not
man?
the Tommy Cheeseballs.
Oh, the Tommy Cheeseballs.
way.
The
No
most
way.
famous MTV True Life episode ever, because it was MTV True Life at the Jersey Shore, and it was at least 2, 3, maybe even 4 years before MTV did the Jersey Shore. And they fucking did Seaside Heights. This is Tommy's and Seaside. This guy essentially is the fucking godfather, the origin, the creation story of Jersey Shore. People fucking got, Paulie Walnuts and the fucking Snooki and all that bullshit. But it started with Tommy Cheeseballs. That is who started the Jersey Shore on MTV.
The original Guinea.
So Tommy Cheeseballs reaches out to me and he goes, hey, I haven't spoke to you in a long time. I go, would you like to do the show? He goes, yeah. So as soon as I get that, and he's doing it.
Dave wins again. Dave wins again.
And he'll be fucking doing the show tonight. About 15 minutes or so.
Dave wins again. Dave wins again. Dave wins again.
But the last time that I've talked to Tommy Cheeseballs, I've actually talked to him twice. Once with Sam, and then Sam Roberts, and then once with Pepper. And well, the Chris Stanley interview was on the Davey Mac Sports program XL version. That was the version at Sirius XM. And Tommy Cheeseballs came in. And I reminded Pepper. I reminded Pepper about this. I said, "Hey, listen. Remember, we had a great interview with Tommy Cheeseballs. Would you like to come?" Drew, now show that text. This is the third reaching out in about 5 months. You should Skype into my show on Tuesday, I says to Pepper, because Tommy Cheeseballs is the guest. Then I added a fun little picture with explosions and fireworks, us three having a good time, me, Tommy Cheeseballs in the middle, and Chris Big Shot Stanley on the left there. And I even wrote this, Roy. We could fuck with Roy as an angle to surprise him.
Nice.
But I was going to do, so what I was thinking was I was going to get you to shit talk Pepper. And then, Roy, I've got a surprise for you. Here he is. Here's Chris Stanley. So I was even in cahoots with Chris Stanley to sandbag you, of all people.
And that's brilliant. I would have loved it.
Right. And guess who doesn't fucking respond again? That was Thursday. Guess who doesn't respond? Chris goddamn fucking Stanley. That's who.
Pepper
Robert
sniffs
Champion.
eggs. Pepper sniffs
Big
eggs.
Shot.
Pepper
Big
sniffs
Shot
eggs.
Stanley.
Big Shot Stanley can't be bothered. So finally, after 3 fucking times of this bullshit, treating me like a fucking second-class citizen, putting me on the goddamn pay no mind list, I don't even fucking care if you don't want to do the show. Get back to me and say, I'm going to pass, Dave, man. Or I'm busy, Dave, man. Or I can't do it right now, Dave, man. That's fine. But do fucking 3 separate times, I'm doing business inquiries with you, and 3 fucking separate times, you ignore that shit? And he finally texts me back yesterday, Roy. And the only reason why is because I had to put him on blast on Twitter. Look at his text from yesterday, by the way. See if you can even fucking make sense of this. Here's what he texted yesterday.
Yo, I think his fat ass sat on his phone accidentally. That doesn't seem like a proper response, David.
What is that?
I can interpret
the
that.
first thing he should be texting is, hey, man, I'm sorry for being a dick. And 3 separate times you've asked me something, or you asked me to do a show, and 3 separate times it's not that he declined. It's that he straight up ghosted me. He straight up refused to fucking reply.
Somebody look up you in
pissed.
Urban Dictionary.
Fuck you, Pepper. Robert.
Dave, I can interpret that text for you. I know how we should respond. We should respond by me, Roy, and Big A going to his rent-controlled piece of shit apartment tonight and knocking the door down.
No, we can't threaten. We're not going to be threatening, and we're not going to be doing
No, I said we
violence.
should, not we would, Dave. Don't worry.
Those
We
are the
won't
old days.
actually.
Robert, I understand and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But see, here's the thing, and for that guy on Instagram, here's the thing. Maybe you weren't. See, I wasn't putting Pepper on blast. I wasn't putting Chris Big Shot Stanley. I wasn't putting this fucking drama all over the place. He fucking ignores me in April, and you know what? Dave Man always takes it in stride. That's the thing about me. Oh, okay, well, maybe I guess he's busy. I don't know why he's so busy he can't fucking respond. A couple months later, the Davey Mac Sports Program. And I fucking let that slide too. Even though it's a great idea that could make us a shitload of money on Patreon. Mm-hmm. He doesn't fucking respond. It's not, again, that he declines. It's that he just ghosts. What the fuck is that?
It's not normal.
Then finally, yesterday, with the Tommy Cheeseballs situation, it put me over the fucking top. And people think that, like, oh, David, I'm not shitting on Pepper. He's shitting on himself, and he's totally disrespecting me. And the last time I checked, I thought the fucking Ron and Fez show meant something, and that people who were fucking alumni, especially producers, have each other's backs. I guess I was fucking wrong about that, you scumbag. Fucking, Dave, don't do this to Pepper. Don't do this, don't do what? Don't be the fucking guy who gave him his job despite the fact that Earl Douglas wants to take credit for it. It's bullshit. I hired him as a producer, as an intern, and then he got hired by Ron as a fucking producer later. The fucking guy, I put him on the Davey Mac Sports Program, that got him another fucking gig.
You championed him through his revolution.
I made 8,000 fucking videos on YouTube that got hugely successful. We did the fucking Tom Brady song. You think he wrote one lyric and one note? No. I wrote all the goddamn lyrics and did all the vocals, and Roy wrote all the goddamn music. He's fucking been riding our bandwagon, our goddamn train for fucking years. And when I ask him formally, 3 separate times for a business transaction, he declines, he ghosts. There's a special place in hell reserved for people like you, Chris Big Shot Stanley, and it's called a Shizer List.
Shizer! You're the one that we despise.
Can I
ask a question? Now, I said I wasn't going to do it at the beginning of the show, but apparently I'm doing it at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you sure are. Where do we go from here, David?
I feel good about it, though, Roy. I feel like I needed to get that out.
You look a lot lighter.
I don't care. And by the way, to the guy on Instagram, I don't care. If you want to stick your head up your ass and believe that this is a good friend, you know, the last time I checked, friendship and loyalty is a two-way street, right? We do shit for each other, right? At the very least, we don't ignore each other. We don't fucking do that. I did 3 fucking texts with 3 separate business proposals, and 3 times he ignores me and puts me on the go. Double Shizer his ass, Rob.
Shizer! You're the one that we double despise.
Who the fuck's laughing? Nothing funny about this.
And I'm going to tell you something else. People agree with me. And people who he should be concerned about at SiriusXM agree with me. Triple Shizer!
Triple Shizer!
You're the one that we triple despise.
Fuck Chris Stanley. Never gone that high before, David. Triple Shizer takes a lot out of me.
That's going to end the Shizer for now. Robert? Andrew?
Yes, Mr. Champion.
Do you have anything you'd like to add, or Roy?
Yeah, he's also a goddamn centaur. He steals our bits. He constantly rips off our show.
Centaur, okay. Robert, please.
He's a piece of garbage.
Robert.
He owes his whole career to you. He should be licking your boots.
Robert. Okay,
that's at the end of the
too much.
At the end of the day, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed because
I hope people understand this. What you're seeing right now, it's not as much anger as you're seeing. It's true blue hurt.
Yeah.
True blue hurt.
Yeah.
I'm hurt by this. The Davey Mac Sports Program, since I uploaded it on YouTube, everyone's like, this is the greatest fucking sports show of all time. I know. I know it was. So that was one of the 3 fucking times. And by the way, the ego on Earl, the fucking bullshit phony he is, says that he loves me and shit and all this bullshit. He still has me blocked on Twitter, for Christ's sakes, and he was a part of the ghosting too. Don't think I've forgotten, Earl. I thought you're a fucking selfish, idiotic piece of shit a long time ago.
Maybe he was busy talking to his grandma, Dave.
Earl, honey, sweetie.
Oh, no.
You should reply to the Dave, man. Can I tell you why, Earl? Because he's such a nice boy, unlike the guy who's currently fucking me in the ass, Charles Manson. Down here in hell, Earl, I'm having sex with all the serial killers.
Oh, my God.
I got my pussy eaten out by Jeffrey Dahmer. And that's a pretty...
Oh, my goodness.
And that's a precarious situation, Earl, to have your pussy eaten out by a cannibal. Bye, Earl. Bye.
Dave wins again. Dave wins again. Dave wins again.
This is hurt. This is not as much anger as you.
No.
This is like, man.
I can tell your heart, David.
What is that? What is the thinking? I've never been that way. And maybe, you know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a better person than other people. But when someone reaches out to me, I get back to them.
Of course.
But especially with a fucking show, with a business thing, with a, hey, we're trying to book shit. You know, does he have zero respect for the fact that we're professionals over here and we're trying to book shows? We're trying to book stuff. We're trying to do a professional fucking show. So when you just ghost people like that, you're basically not just shitting on me as a human, and you are, a friend, but also a professional. It's fucked up. Robert?
Dave, those two are horrible individuals, but you know who's a great individual and who wants to talk to you?
Who?
Former reality TV star?
Yes, here we go. Tommy Cheeseballs, the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
Oh my God, look at this guy.
Cheeseballs.
Look at him. Look how good he looks. Unbelievable. You don't age.
Yeah, well, I try not
Tommy
to, you know?
Cheeseball, I
My
can't hear
daughter
him.
keeps me young. She keeps me young, man.
Is he talking?
Yeah.
Robert,
What's
can
that?
you hear him?
Yeah, we can hear him in here. Can you not hear him, Dave?
I can't hear him.
Okay, we'll fix it in 1
You
second.
can hear him now, Dave.
Tommy, can you give us a
Yo,
little
what's
audio?
up, brother?
There it is. Tommy
There it
Cheeseballs.
is. Audio fixed, yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, we're gonna talk with you. I mean, we're gonna talk to you about all things Tommy Cheeseballs, and we're extremely excited for that. But years and years ago, I want to refresh you this picture. You came up to the Davey Mac Sports program at Sirius XM, and it was me, you, and a man named Chris Big Shot Stanley. Drew, do you have that picture to show to Tommy? Just show Tommy the picture if you got it. It was look at this picture of 3 handsome devils. That's Davey Mac on the right. That's Tommy Cheeseballs in the middle, and that's Chris Big Shot Stanley on the left. And here's I'm showing this picture to you, Tommy, because we had a great night that day. It was a wonderful conversation. Unfortunately, one of the people in this photograph is now dead to me, and it's not you, Tommy. It's the other guy, Chris Big Shot Stanley. He's turned out to be,
That's Pepper, right?
Yeah,
Very good.
Remember him, Tom?
Otherwise known as
I
Big Shot.
do remember him, and so I guess I should send him a nice cameo, huh?
Now, Tommy, let me ask
What'd
you a
I do?
question. It's been a while since we talked. What year was your MTV True Life at the Jersey Shore? What year was that?
2003.
2003. You have not aged
18
at
years.
all in 18 years.
I'm
that
in
possible?
better shape now than I was then.
I know. It's unbelievable. Come on. How about a round of applause for him? You know, I always thought that you could have been like or still can be a great actor. And I'd like to see you if this Sopranos prequel does business, maybe they turn it into a show, and maybe Tommy Cheeseballs is a part of the cast. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Tommy,
you never
go
know,
on, baby.
man. You never know. Get it started, man.
Yeah.
Get it started.
I
You
will.
never know.
I'll get
yeah.
it. You're as OG as possible. You're from North Jersey.
Yeah. I'm originally from Elmwood Park. Which
Ooh,
is
and
Patterson.
Are you
Rough
still
side.
living in North Jersey?
What's that?
Are you still living in North Jersey?
No, not North Jersey. I'm down in Tom's River now.
Oh, you're at Tom's River.
Wow. Nice.
Tommy, you're only half an hour away from me.
Holy
gotta
shit!
hang
When
out.
are you fucking buying me drinks?
Yeah, good luck with that one.
I ain't got your
We-
kind of
we-
money yet, bro. Drinks
We got to
on
make
you,
something
man.
happen. If you come up to Belmar, I'll take you around.
Oh, no
So
doubt,
listen,
man. No doubt.
I know you're also
No doubt.
busy
I'll
with
check.
you're doing a podcast right now. Talk to me about your podcast. What's going on with the podcast?
So we're about to get one started. We're going to do it on YouTube. Barstool Sports, they offered me the job like a month ago. I've been back and forth with Dave a few times, but I haven't heard from him in a few weeks. I mean, he offered me a job live in an interview. I haven't heard from him, so I'm going to keep moving forward. And so I'm going to start doing some podcasts on YouTube. I'm going to rank all the Cheeseballs in Seaside, because back in the day, there was only one place that sold them. Now everybody jumped on the fucking Cheeseball bandwagon. So I'm going to rate them all. And then
Tommy
maybe I'll do
Cheeseballs,
some
look at this. He's getting it done.
language reviews.
You know what? I think you could also do a great podcast
where I wanna get
about
to.
like reality TV and or say like a Big Brother or something, that you watch a show and then you give like a Tommy Cheeseballs recap. I think people would be fascinated with your take on pretty much just about anything. So, you might want to consider especially a reality television, because you're the king. I mean, you are the king of reality TV to me. Have you ever met the cast of Jersey Shore, Snooki, and those guys?
The imposters.
No, I haven't met any of them formally, but I've seen some of them out a few times, and there's no talking, no anything, no disrespect or anything like that. But and to be honest with you, I don't even know if they recognize me. But I never met any of them or anything, and I don't hate on them or anything else. But bottom line is, none of them have a fucking career if it wasn't for my fucking show. So that's the truth, and nobody can argue that fact. What they did with the show after that, they all did a great job, marketing themselves and going off into their where they wanted to go, and I don't hate on anybody for success. Never giving me a shout out or credit for why they made millions, though. You know what? The truth be told, it has rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. But at the same time, look, I'm not going to hate on them for being successful. However, they wouldn't have even had a shot at success if I wasn't being a drunken fucking idiot down in fucking Seaside first. It all came from my show, and that's the bottom line. Nobody gave a fuck about the Jersey Shore like that until my show came out, and then next thing you know, they put they bring them in and everything else, and like I said, they did an excellent job with making careers out of it, each one of them and everything. But at the same time, you know what, man, a little credit should have been put out there somewhere by at least one of them to say, hey, you know what? If not for that fucking guy, we wouldn't have had these careers, and I'll tell you, man, that show. I never thought it would be so big, and that it changed my fucking life in a way that was insane. I mean, for 10 fucking years after that show, there wasn't a place that I went that I was not recognized, and it was nuts. And I had problems. I had problems with the cops after that. I had problems with dudes. Not too many problems with females, I must say. That kind of pretty good part about the show. But it got to a point where I wasn't even comfortable going out anywhere ever. And I didn't make any money on it or anything like that. So and it got to a point where all of a sudden I had to hire a bodyguard. And I'm like, I'm fucking hiring bodyguards. I'm taking money out of my own pocket, working my ass off in fucking construction to fucking pay for fucking bodyguards.
What was the deal? I mean, are you saying that like you were at the bar and you were getting challenged by just you random dudes who just wanted to fight you?
That to say that's putting it mildly. But yeah, I mean, somebody tried to stab me in bamboo while I was taking a piss.
Wow.
I can't tell you how many times dudes tried to jump me. I mean, I was up in Joey's in Clifton, and a SWAT team had to come into the bar into Joey's in Clifton to get me out of there because like 30 dudes fucking collapsed on me and my guys, and I was with DJ Mike Rizzo from KTU that night, and we barely got out of there with our fucking asses, man. I mean, it just got crazy. And listen, I'll put it out there to anybody. I get the perception of me, big mouth and everything else. I get it. What they didn't see was what MTV didn't want those people to see. And so, you know what? I'll put it out there. I would never walk away from a fight. I never have. Anybody who's known me my whole life, I've never walked away from a fight ever, never once. I don't walk away. You come and you want it, let's get it. I might win. You might win. But one thing you're gonna know is that you were in a fucking fight. And so, I'll take on any challengers. I mean, there's people throwing some shit around on the internet right now to get me to fight some people for big money. And I put it right out there. I said, you know what? I'm 45 fucking years old. I will stop smoking a pack of cigarettes a day and drinking fucking 6 to 12 fucking beers. And I'll throw a dip in my mouth and start training like a madman. And in 3 months, I'll get in a cage or in a ring and I will fuck somebody up.
That's it. That's my boy. Yeah.
You're bringing the thunder. Unbelievable. Well, listen, listen, I believe you 100%. You've never struck me down. Is there a thing of, because you were a part of this special, is there any, I don't know if bitterness is the right word, but what's your opinion of how MTV edited the show? Now, listen, I mean, for someone like myself, I was hypnotized, fascinated, captivated. I loved it. I loved you. I thought it was a great show. But you're the person, and maybe they didn't edit you like in a full way or whatever. What's your what's your philosophy about that?
So I mean, obviously, they can't put anything on camera. It wouldn't be on camera if I didn't do it, right? Or if I didn't say it, right? So what they did do that bothered me was they omitted things that happened that led up to certain statements that I made or things that I was doing. And when you take out one fucking sentence, you change the whole connotation of the story. And perception is reality to people. And, so they omitted things that should have shown, okay, well, why is Tommy acting like this right now? Well, damn it, you got to show what fucking leads up to it. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
listen, I mean, they obviously had, editing rights and everything else. They did tell me that certain things would be in there and those things weren't, and that bothered me because we did a one-on-one interview at the surf club on the beach, and we were talking, and I mean, it talked about my parents, and they were both alive at the time, and I thanked them for all that they've done to me, and it was really heartfelt. I was crying and shit, and it meant a lot to me that part just aired in the show because I wanted to tell the world just to see how much I love and respect and appreciated my parents, And,
you
I
wanted
was
to be seen as
would be in there. It wasn't.
It's the tricky thing about this reality TV is that they want to make people into characters. So you were a certain character, and if you showed that you're a much fuller, deeper person, they're probably not going to show that footage. It happens. That's why I say it like Big Brother. Yeah, Roy.
When you're born with a name like Tommy Cheeseballs, you tend to be a character.
That wasn't. Yeah, that's not. He wasn't born with that name.
What's that?
His last name is not Cheeseballs. It's Perna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I tell you, I would never. I gotta say, of all the fucking names they could have gave me, scumbag, asshole, piece of shit, whatever the fuck they come up with, Tommy Cheeseballs, motherfucker. I can't change anything about it now. And damn
it's a good name.
I mean,
I knew this was a sore spot.
I gotta make it sound good, bro. But fuck it. What am I gonna do? You know what? I own it. I wear it. Shit, I'll get it fucking tattooed on my fucking neck. I don't give a fuck.
Boy, that's the way you do it.
Good, because it is a great name, and it's just it's fun. It's got character. It's fantastic. So what's next for Tommy before before we let you go? We're gonna do a Steven Spielberg Film Festival. But what's Tommy up to these days? I mean, besides the podcasting and stuff like that.
So I mean that's really the reality show that really should happen, and I don't know if I will be willing to do it, but you know, I'm a widowed father. My wife passed away. You met her, Dave. She was
I'm
in the
sorry.
city with me that night.
Really?
Yeah, and we got married after that. We had a baby, and you know,
Jeez.
3 years after our daughter was born, she passed 3 years to the day. So for the last three and a half years, I've been raising my daughter by myself, and with, you know, I have no family support really, like nobody to help me out, watch her or anything. So work, fucking do her fucking virtual learning because of the COVID shit, school. I gotta work, take care of her house, I cook, I fucking clean. I become the best house bitch ever. I gotta tell you right now. Cook, clean,
I got no
laundry,
doubt.
everything, man.
Unbelievable. I've got no doubt, Tommy, because actually one of the things that they did show on MTV's True Life at the Jersey Shore was just how good you are at cooking, like clean, like you can do everything. You're not only a man's man, but you can cover every single duty imaginable. You're a construction guy, but if something in the house needs fixed, you can get that too. You can cook, you can do everything. The total package. Tommy Cheeseballs.
Yeah. Versatility is key.
I'm still a work in progress. There's no doubt about it, but I've come leaps and bounds, and I'll tell you, there's not many people who could do what I've had to do for the last 3.5 years. And,
God bless
you know, my life will
Seriously.
never be the same. It's been tough, but you know what? I've been through a lot, and you know what? I put down and I keep walking forward, like, do what I have to do, and hopefully this shit works out, and you know what? It can give my daughter a better future. So.
Well, God
That's what I'm
bless you,
looking to
Tommy.
do. We'll see where this goes.
Tommy,
I mean, if the internet was,
sorry, go ahead, Tom.
if the internet was like the way the internet is now, if it was like that 18 years ago with the show, maybe I'd be sitting on a couple bucks right now on an island, fucking smoking a cigar and drinking a beer. But you know, it wasn't that way, and so you know, after all this time, you know, I've so many people have said, you know, people want to know where you've been, people want to know where we've gone and everything else, and you know, my wife always wanted me to put myself back out there and set the record straight about a couple things. And so, you know what? You know, I figured, you know what? If I don't do it now, I'm never going to fucking do it. So let's get it. I'm going to grab the bull by the horn.
Go
fuck
for
that
it.
motherfucker in the ass.
That's it.
And you're doing
That's
a great
the way to
job.
do
And
it.
Tommy, we are going to stay in touch. I got tons of ideas for you. I'll just DM you on Twitter anytime I have an idea for Tommy Cheeseballs. And so we'll stay in touch. And you're at Tom's River. We got to grab a drink in Belmar or some shit. Okay, please.
Yeah,
all right.
That would be great. That would be great, Dave. I've appreciated you since I met you at XM, and I listened to you on the Rat in the morning and everything. And you know, I got to tell you, you know, you're doing an excellent job, man. Your career's taken off, and
Tommy, you're the best.
God bless you. That's awesome. And you deserve it because you've worked your ass off in this show.
There you go.
Years.
See that?
You deserve it, bro.
Well,
Even the
thank
stars
you,
know,
but
David.
so do you, and it's amazing all the things you're doing. We will be staying in touch. Tommy Cheeseballs, the legend, right here. Thank you for joining us, Tommy. Fantastic. I appreciate the appearance so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Anytime, brother.
Excellent hat, my friend.
Tommy Cheeseballs. Give him another round of applause. Give him a standing ovation for crying out loud. A standing ovation. A standing O for Tommy. All right. Tommy, thank you, buddy. Wow. Can you believe? And I'm over here complaining about my good friend Pepper, and this guy's wife died. He got no credit for basically beginning the Jersey Shore. He's having to raise a child by himself. And look at me. I'm all bent out of shape because some fucking fat bastard doesn't text me back a few times. You know what? You know what? I'm rescinding those Shizer List entries.
No.
Yes, I think I have to. Tommy Cheeseballs fucking, he moved me with that.
It was very, very touching.
All right. I'm going to think about removing Chris Stanley from the Shizer List. Based on one thing, a full-on apology.
Yes.
I'm not a guy who holds grudges.
On the Eastside Dave Show.
Wait, you know, that's not a bad idea, Robert. Right here,
Our house.
Andrew?
Our
Andrew?
house. Our
In
house.
our house?
Our house.
Andrews. I love the Our House thing. All right, fine. If he apologizes on this show.
In our house.
Wait, I was
house,
not leaning
bitch.
towards that until Tommy
Our
Cheese
house.
made me think, well, you know, the guy's, his his wife died. He's
Life
raising a
life
child.
is brief, David. Sometimes doesn't help to hold those grudges, baby.
And also it's like he really should be bitter because he did create the Jersey Shore. The Jersey Shore, the Jersey True Life at the Jersey Shore, starring Tommy Cheeseballs, is the MTV series. It's just more raw. But it's
I always thought that
show.
I always thought that you and I and Pepper and Sean predated it with Drunk. What was our show? Our pilot?
All right. On the basis of total left field, but a possibility that these friendships can be saved, these relationships can be saved. Drew Garrett, if you look up Eastside Dave MTV's Drunk House, we're going to play this video, and then we're going to go right into the Steven Spielberg Film Festival live on the Eastside Dave Show, which is really the thing that I've been wanting to see all week. I've been thinking about the Steven Spielberg Festival, the tribute that the Eastside Dave Show will be giving with Steven Spielberg. Andrew, Andrew, when you coughed like that, it looked like you were about to give Robert a blowjob because how they have you set up, you kind of went down. Yeah, by going right and down to the downside, it looked like you were about to blow him. Go ahead, cough again, right and down. Right and down, yeah. You gotta be careful by coughing right and down.
Okay.
Because you're giving Robert head. All right. Do we have Drunk House?
Previously
This is our
on MTV's The Drunk House.
Our parody of the Jersey Shore.
Fucking drunk last Tuesday, dude. I know, but you were so drunk last Tuesday.
You're so drunk right now.
I know, but you were so fucking drunk last Tuesday.
Drunker than I was last Tuesday right now.
Get drunk, eat down. Get crazy, down. Get drunk, eat down. Get crazy, down. Get drunk, eat down. Get crazy, down. Get drunk, eat down.
But hey, no, this is supposed to be we're not booing.
Look at this fucking pussy. He's got a diamond. Why isn't he drinking? Look at this fucking pussy. Come on. Roy is like, he just drinks diet fucking cherry Pepsi all the time. And it's like, it's fucking Drunk House. It's not like a fucking cherry Pepsi house.
Honestly, I don't even know why I signed up for this. I'm sober.
Talking about not drinking. The fucking phone is fucking ringing. Team Drunk Ball. I love dancing. I love it. You felt it. Look at this sleeping pussy over here.
Roy knows the pussy in this shit.
Soda. He got soda. Soda. Drunk.
I know it's MTV's The Drunk House, but I thought, we'd be doing some sightseeing, maybe a little shopping.
Hey! Sober man! Why don't you fucking have a drink, huh?
Fucking talking.
Come on, pussy! Do it up!
You talking
This is the fucking show! It's not about you! It's about this! Come on! Drunk! I don't even know! Fuck Roy! And fuck this whole fucking thing! I mean, we're supposed to be drunk! I'm sorry! He's doing it dead! He's doing it fucking dead! I'm so fucking drunk!
Oh no! There you go. At one point, we were MTV's Drunk House. By the way, that was actually almost a documentary. It was less of a parody video and pretty much a documentary of post-Davy Mac sports program nights every Wednesday at around 9 p.m. Yeah, Roy would be like, oh, man,
Yeah,
Why
what
am
did
I
he
around these three assholes? Okay, I'm very excited for this. It's time for the Steven Spielberg Festival. The East Side Dave Show presents an honor and a tribute to Mr. Steven Spielberg, one of the great directors of all time. We're continuing this series. We honored earlier in the year Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
And now we are honoring Steven Spielberg. And basically, we gave the East Side Dave Show a very broad missive. It said recreate something, do some kind of video inspired by Steven Spielberg movies. It could be a direct parody of a scene. It could be whatever you want, but it's got to be a Steven Spielberg homage.
Yes, sir.
If you will. Okay?
Yes.
All right, so are we ready to kick this off, Robert?
We are.
Who is going to start this?
That looks like
series?
me. I'm starting
All right.
with Flutzy's help.
Like this. I like that one.
Wait a minute. Why do I have to be 15? I don't get it. Like, can I at least be 21? He's a little old. I just don't get it. Do I have to do this? I'm sorry.
Yes, he's a cool guy. Cool guys get to kiss 15-year-olds. Don't you know anything about how the world works? Cool guys get to kiss 15-year-olds.
My God.
Very good. Excellent beginning.
Bravo.
That's a good start.
Thank
That's
you.
a
That was
goddamn
goodies.
good start.
And Flutzy scored it.
That was Flutzy's score.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? That's well done, Robert. Maybe we should have saved that for last.
Don't worry, Dave. I got
Multiple
another
Oscar
one in the
nominations
tank
there.
for you.
Oh, you got another one. Okay, let's go with next one up would be I Heard Andrew, right?
Oh, this is a good one too.
Oh, I'm excited for this. Big A, Andrew Gold. Ooh, look at this, Drew. Oh, I think he's indie. Uh-oh, that's a bong, Roy. Yes.
I know how this ends.
Uh-oh, careful.
Here come the natives.
Yeah. I've never seen Indiana Jones look so drunk before.
Amazing cinematography.
Look at that boulder go! That is one terrifying boulder right there.
Solid granite, baby.
Fall down the hill. I feel like that wasn't planned. I think Andrew took a header. Oh, look at that. Excellent. I mean, that was worthy of an Oscar right there.
Wow,
That's
multiple Oscars.
And by the way, did you know that Raiders of the Lost Ark was actually nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture? Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah,
It was nominated for Best Picture. How about that? Okay.
It did so well that they
Excellent.
actually did a
was
sequel to it. Multiple sequels. That's right.
What, Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yes, we know that. Let's move on to Andrea's video. Please.
Whoa.
Ooh, look at this.
More special effects.
Andrea versus as Vic Morrow And Twilight Zone. Technically, Spielberg did produce
That's
the Twilight
right.
Zone.
You're right. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, that
I
was
know
it?
this. That's it. She did the
All right, time
beheading
out.
scene.
Yeah, she did the credits in reverse. She should have told us what scene she's doing. And then, can we now see the fucking cat in the thing? Okay, so remember, he died actually in real life via helicopter. He got killed. And now there's the thing. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so she's mocking. She's mocking a tragic helicopter accident that killed Vic Morrow. By the way, Vic Morrow, not only in Twilight Zone, he got killed, but he was the bad guy coach in Bad News Bears.
That's right. Yes.
And he slapped his little kid around. Remember?
I certainly
the kid of
do.
the Yankees. He slapped him around, a little kid with glasses, and he's like, and the kid goes, "Oh, fuck you, daddy." So maybe he did deserve that helicopter.
Yeah. That movie was based on a series from the 50s, David, by Rod Sterling.
Your factoids are not good. Your factoids are less factoidal and more standard information that we know. The next one is Robert number 2.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean shit. Ooh, yeah. Spielberg has nothing to do with Star Wars, but
I'm sorry.
What? Oh!
Why do I have to kiss my brother? This makes no sense or whatsoever. This is just weird. Who's gonna watch this? Just kissing your brother?
You have to kiss your brother. I'll let my good friend Steven Spielberg explain.
Because he's a cool guy. Cool guys get to kiss their hot sisters. Don't you know anything about how the world works? Cool guys get to kiss their sisters.
Sure.
I was wondering because Spielberg's got nothing to do with Star Wars.
Yeah, but he is good buddies with George Lucas, and they both love when the heroes do something sexually reprehensible.
Okay, fine. And finally, Stevie Lou and Bo, I'm told, are going to end the Steven Spielberg Film Festival, which I believe is going swimmingly. This will conclude it. Ooh, I like this already. Close Encounters of the East Side Kind by Bo and Stevie. Yeah.
Well, I guess you noticed something strange with Bobo. It's okay. I'm still Bobo.
Oh, there's no potatoes on it.
Whoa! Titty! Titty!
Oh. Oh no. What's he doing? I loved it. Bo and Stevie. Andrew, your review.
I don't get it. Honestly, why are you even joking or
Have
playing?
you ever seen? I could see that you were confused and even angry. So, have you ever seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yes, I have.
Well, the part with the mashed potatoes where he's making it into that plateau where the aliens are going to visit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's a famous scene, Andrew. All right. I thought that was spectacular. I mean, are we judging these things or?
They're all winners, Dave.
Yeah, we're all winners, Dave.
They're all winners.
No Chris Stanleys in this group, Dave.
We be judging? I say they're all champions today. I say everyone wins an Oscar. Everybody wins an Oscar. Right around the board. Well, that's going to do it, Roy.
Do you want to promote what we have for next week, Dave?
Do we have that?
I think we're getting there, yeah.
Okay, if we're getting there, let's promote it. Go ahead, Robert. You started it off.
I think we'll keep it going and keep it rolling with one of your favorites, Kubrick.
So next week, Robert's saying, because I thought, these things are working. They are working for me. They're working for the Eastside Dave Show audience. They're gangbusters. And we should and then the next film director that we should pay homage to is Stanley Kubrick. And you're saying that we're going to have a Kubrick Film Festival ready for next Tuesday?
We will. I've been on everybody. They seem to be up and ready to go. We should be good.
I'm very excited. Now I'm excited. I love Stanley Kubrick.
Can I just give particular credit to Stevie and Bo, who as soon as we give them an assignment, get the ball rolling and not only get theirs in early, but stay on other people to make sure it's done too. So a special thank you to them.
Incredible. They've done phenomenal cinematography, phenomenal work in the world of cinema. Bo and Stevie are like the new Coen brothers, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, Roy?
Yes, Dave.
Listen, here's what we've learned. Okay? Here's the bottom line. I want to thank Tommy Cheeseballs for coming on the show tonight. And the guy's a legend. The guy created the Jersey Shore, whether Snooki knows it or not, whether Paulie and those guys know, doesn't matter. We know, anyone who saw MTV know that when you watched MTV True Life at the Jersey Shore with Tommy Cheeseball, that's the first episode. That's the original episode of Jersey Shore. Yep. But I was ready to stay hurt, to stay angry, until Tommy Cheeseballs told me the story of raising his kid because his wife died. And I'm not kidding. It made me think, I can't stay angry forever. It's not healthy. Life can go like that. It could turn on a dime. And so, like I said, I am willing to compromise on this issue. I want an apology because I deserve one.
Yeah.
I sent you 3 requests to do for things, and you ghosted me 3 times. Not declined. You ghosted me 3 times, Chris Stanley. That's not cool. The excuse of I forgot to text him back. That's not cool, man. It's not. But what I'm willing to do is wipe the slates clean with an apology.
In our house.
Our
house.
Our house. In Robert's house. In Roy's house. In Drew's house. In our house. We need the apology. And then guess what? We'll be good to go, baby. And we'll be able to make some money, baby. We'll be able to rock and roll. And we'll be able to see the stars. And be one.
Take Robert with us.
Perhaps. Roy, you have anything to add?
Nothing at all, David. You tell me when you want me to start singing, buddy. But I will say this. I was upset with Pepper or Mr. Stanley, whatever the hell he wants to call himself. I was upset. So you were not alone, and he was definitely in the wrong on this one.
No, he's in the wrong. And the point is that I'm not acquiescing and I'm not going down. I'm saying, you know what? I don't want to stay. I'm not an angry person. I'm a person who gets along with people. I always have been. I'm not a person who likes to live in anger. I explode in anger, but I don't like to live in anger 24/7. That's why I explode. I explode. The anger gets out of my system like that. And so I don't live angry. I don't want to live angry. So I hope he apologizes, and then we're good to go. That's fair. Am I being fair, Robert?
Incredibly fair, Dave.
Okay.
Fairer than I would be.
All right. Fair enough. Next week, Stanley Kubrick tribute live on the Eastside Dave Show. It's going to be something else. Roy Harter, take it away, baby.
Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Got on my new shoes, ain't no way we're gonna lose. Damn, it's been a real fine day. There's a whole lot of trouble out in this world, yeah, a whole lot of worry, whole lot of worry. Now that I've had you come into my life, there's a whole lot of reason to say Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Got on my new shoes, ain't no way we're gonna lose. 'Cause damn, it's been a real fine day. I love you guys.
Yes, 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 yes.
See you next Tuesday.